Are you tired of sending out hundreds of cold emails and hearing nothing but crickets? Trust me, I've been there. Earlier this year, a friend of mine who runs a marketing agency was facing the exact same problem, sending batch after batch of cold emails and barely getting any replies. He was frustrated, so I stepped in to help. We tried a bunch of different strategies, but nothing seemed to work until we discovered one simple hack: sending personalized videos at scale. Once you try this, you'll never go back to using just plain text emails. In this video, I'll show you how we boosted his reply rate by 10 times using this strategy, and how you can instantly send 1,000 personalized videos using just one powerful AI tool. Let's dive in. I'll quickly explain how it works and then walk you through everything step by step. And if you're new around here, my name is Kevin and I share the best tools to help entrepreneurs make more, spend less, and work less. Every day, your prospective customers are bombarded by copy and paste emails. And that's exactly why personalized videos are the best way to stand out and cut through the clutter. Videos create a personalized connection that text just can't match. But here's the thing, you obviously don't have the time to send hundreds of videos. But that's where the AI clone we're gonna make for you comes in. It's going to do all the heavy lifting, including sending out the emails. But with this method, it's almost impossible to tell it's not really you, because we'll be using your real voice and blending that with AI personalization only when needed. But seeing is believing, so let me show you exactly what your prospects will see when they get your email. Hey Blake, I wanted to make you this quick video introducing myself. My name is Kevin. So if you're excited to do the same thing and skyrocket your reply rate, let's jump right into it. And before I do, just do me a favor, hit that like button on this video. It really helps me get the video out to more people, and subscribe for more AI and automation tool tutorials just like this. So you'll only need one tool to do this. It's called HeyGen, and you can sign up for free. Just click the link in the description below. And after you sign up, it just takes a few seconds. You'll be in your HeyGen dashboard. Then go to Labs and then go to personalized video. Next, you can choose a starting template, as you can see, for different use cases. And all this is doing is giving you a bit of a script, but this is actually not needed or relevant because we're not going to use any of this. We're actually going to use the blended method I told you about, because full AI, it's just so obvious that it's not really you and it can turn people off. Now, it's come a long way, and you can use like additional voices, like integrations with something like 11 Labs, and it can get even better, but even still, it's not as good as your real voice. So what we're gonna do is the best method possible, and it's my preferred method, which is a hybrid approach I figured out. So I'll explain that in a moment. So it doesn't really matter what you choose here, but let's just choose sales and marketing. Now in this screen, it's asking you how you want to use your avatar. Now you can have pre-made avatars and you can even upload files, but we don't want to do any of that because we want to do the dynamic personalization I told you about. So in order to do that, you have to use the record function. So just hit record and then turn on your camera, and it says record a 10-second video. It takes literally 10 seconds. You could record more if you want, but what you will be recording very simply with your camera and your microphone is your video for the video you'll be sending your prospects. And here's the thing, don't worry if you're just using your webcam and the mic on your webcam. That's gonna make it seem more real, right? Like that it's not this super professional camera that you have and this professional microphone. The fact that it does look like webcam footage is actually helping you. So I can't do it live for you because I'm filming this video with my microphone and my camera right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this video, record the video, and get right back to you. And quickly, here's the script that I'm gonna be using, and let me explain it a bit. So I say, hey Mike, and so Mike is going to be one of the variables, and I'll show you how to flip that out later in the video. But we're gonna say, hey Mike, I want to make a quick video introducing myself. My name is Kevin. I wanted to talk to you about improving your marketing strategy at Google. So this is the second variable we're gonna switch out. So these two words will be the only ones AI is generating, and the rest of it will be your actual voice and your actual video. So it won't look like a janky avatar or anything like that, even though HeyGen does an amazing job with avatars. Just the voices aren't that good. But this is actually gonna be be really your video. So it's actually really, really cool. Anyways, check out the information in the email, and you can even book a meeting using the link below if you want to hop on a call, talk soon. So all of this stuff is just standard. Nothing is changing here, but you don't want to make this too long because people don't have a lot of patience. So I would not recommend going more than maybe 2 minutes at the very most. But here I've kept it to about 10 seconds. And just so you know, you can personalize way more than just your name and your company. So for example, if you want to personalize marketing strategy and you have some people you're selling another service to, you could make that the variable, and so on and so forth. It can really be for any use case you want, but I'm keeping it simple here with just the prospect's name and their company. And after you recorded your video, you also just have to record a consent, which basically means you just read out this statement authorizing HeyGen to use your likeness as an AI clone. And so you just hit record consent, read this, and that's it. Takes like 10 seconds. And then it's going to use some smart technology to make sure that you are the person you are cloning. And it takes like 10-15 seconds to do it, and then you'll be set. So just do that as well. Okay, so once you've made your video, you then just need to pick a template. So the first template is just your standard video, and it's just changing the variables. The second one is kind of cool. It adds this chalkboard and also dynamically adds their name in this chalkboard. The next one is interesting. It actually has their website scrolling in the background. And so this can be useful if, let's say, in my friend's marketing case where he's pitching these companies marketing services, he has their website scrolling and he does a lot of SEO and social media work. So it makes sense to include their website. It makes it seem like he's doing something really personalized for them. But this might not make sense if your company really doesn't have a website or something like that. So you could even use someone's social profile as an example. It doesn't have to be a website. So this makes sense for certain industries and depending on exactly what you're selling, but it is something really cool that you can use, and then you can see your personalization will just be in the corner. Now this one lets you actually embed a different video with each person, but that's a lot of work, and at that point I really wouldn't even bother doing this. It's still cool, but I don't really see this being practical. Likewise, this lets you do an actual picture with each person for them based on their own basically you can personalize the photo for each contact, and this lets you personalize the photo for each, the video for each person, but I don't think that's really worth the time. And this one is actually really cool because you can actually have a general video. So for example, let's say you were a real estate agent, you could be showing off some recent sales in the background, a video that you've made, like a sizzle reel. Or if like you're a fitness coach, you could be showing like the results in the background while you're talking. So this kind of is cool because you only have to make one video. So these ones here are all very specific to your use case. So I'll go with this one as it's the most general for this video. And now that we've done that, we just need to define our variables. So in our case, we have first name, email's always there by default, and we want company name. We'll just call it company as our new variable. And so Ryan is gonna work at Google, Justin's gonna work at Apple, and Emma's gonna work at Microsoft. And then you just hit next. Now here's where the magic happens. So now we can actually get a preview of what we're doing. So you can see how this looks like. It's looking pretty awesome. That's the video I recorded, and you can choose the style for this. I'm gonna go with this one right here. And here you can add captions if you want, it's optional, but this here is the most important feature where it's going to replace just the variables in the video rather than making all of this be AI generated. So then what you want to do is you want to click on the variable. So you're changing out Mike, which is the first name variable, and you're changing out the company variable. Now, it's really important when you're doing this, by the way, and you're recording, that you speak clearly and you take a small pause in between the variables, right? So you don't want to be like strategy at Google and then, because that's going to be really hard for it to replace that. You want to say strategy at Google and then start the next sentence, right? You want to give it a quarter of a second, a half of a second to have it clean and clear what you're trying to personalize. So just keep that in mind. Speak naturally, but just know that you want to make sure that the variables are very clearly enunciated enunciated and that it's easy for the AI to catch. I find that when you don't speak like that, that's when this can get tripped up. So you don't want that to happen. So we've set it all up. We just hit submit. And now our project is being submitted. And now it's being launched. And now it's preparing all 3 of your videos. And don't worry, we're going to import all your contacts after. But at this stage, we just want to preview it and make sure everything looks good. So it usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes, but when they're ready, we'll be able to preview them. Okay, so now our videos are done and let's play them to see how they sound. Let's start with Ryan here. Hey Ryan, I wanted to make you this quick video introducing myself. My name is Kevin and I wanted to talk to you about improving your marketing strategy at Google. I've sent you some information in the email and feel free to book a call using the meeting link there. Yeah, so that sounded great. It sounded like Ryan. That came out great. Google was a little weird, but you know, when this is only 2 words that are personalized, no one's gonna be able to tell when they play it just once. Let's see Justin here. Hey Justin, I wanted to make you this quick video introducing myself. My name is Kevin. Yeah, that came out good. Hey Justin sounded pretty okay. Hey Emma, I wanted to make you this quick video. Oh, that one sounded really good. So it's gonna be, you know, at about that 85% level, but think about the fact that you're saving like 1000% of the work, literally, right? So it's sometimes not about getting everything perfect. It's a pretty good result. It's still 95% actually you, and it's only changing 2 words here. So most people won't really pick up on that. And then, you know, you can see here that it's got the customization here. The person's not gonna feel like you kind of use some sort of AI tool to do this. So after you've checked out the videos and you're happy with the way it sounds for the first 3 contacts that you added in the previous step, now you're ready to add more contacts. And there's a few different ways to do this. But before I jump into that, I just want to tell you a bit about the plans. So when you create your account, you'll be on the free plan and that'll let you send up to 3 videos for free. So you can test all of this out completely for free without paying for anything if you just want to send 3 emails and do the cold emails like that and see what results you get. But if you want to be able to send unlimited videos, then you need the creator plan and it's only $24 a month for unlimited videos. So there's no limitation on how many emails you can send. And we'll get to the email sending part after I show you how to set up the email in the landing page. But there's no limit to the number of emails you can send. The only slightly annoying restriction is you can only import 30 contacts at a time. On this Teams plan, which is $70, you can import 100. But personally, I'm paying for this plan because it's not like I get to import an unlimited amount. If I had an unlimited amount, then I would just for the convenience pay for this plan. But on this plan, you can still import 30 at a time. And all that means is that, let's say you're using a spreadsheet, which is the first method I'm going to show you, you just have to divvy up your sheet into 30 at a time. It's a little annoying, but you know, not so annoying that I'm going to pay more than double. But don't get me wrong, there's a lot of awesome features in the team functionality here, which makes a lot of sense. And you can take a look at some of that, including the stock avatar looks and multi-user workspace and you know, more advanced branding and all sorts of stuff and faster video processing. But if you only need this import feature, I wouldn't say it's worth paying the $69 a month. So going back to HeyGen, to import contacts, you have a few different options. The first is the upload CSV, and I'm on the creator plan, so I have to keep it under 30. And so you'll see when you do that, again, if you have more than 30, just separate it out into separate files. It's a little annoying, but it's no big deal. You still save a ton of time using this method. So just map everything out. So you have your first name here, got it. Email is this column, first name is this column, and company is this column. Perfect. And we're not using last name, so it doesn't matter. Then you go add contact. Then when we refresh, it's going to start creating these personalized videos for each one of these people. And depending on how many you have to do, this could take about roughly 3 to 5 minutes per video, maybe sometimes. So you might actually have to leave it for an hour or 2, depending on when you're doing this. But in the meantime, what we're gonna do is personalize our emails. So go back and then go to your video and go to edit email. And so here's what your customers are gonna get. So this is exactly on the right side, a preview. What's cool is they get a little GIF, and that's gonna kind of incentivize them to wanna play. And it's what tells them that there's a video here. And then when they click this link, they're gonna go to a landing page where they can actually watch the video, because as you know, you can't actually watch these videos within an email. So you can modify this however you'd like, and you can go in here and change anything you like, and you can use personalization tokens just like you see here, which is awesome. And you can use the company one as well if you'd like, or whichever ones you set up. I won't change anything here. And you can see you can add some hyperlink text here if you want to change what it is. Like, check out the special welcome I made for you. You have your signature here, and so I'd say Kevin, and then that's it. The subject is here. You can change that up. You can say hi. Let's just say that. And now going to the top here, you can actually change what this comes out from, and this is a little bit more advanced if you want. So if you want to just keep it as is, then it's going to go out from kevin@mail.heygen.com, and you're using their domain. Now if you want to use your own domain, then you can actually customize this and add your CNAME records to your domain, and that way it'll actually come out from your email. That's a little bit more advanced, but it's not that complicated. All you're really doing is grabbing the CNAME records here and adding them to your domain registrar. Every domain registrar is a little different, but you're just going to add record and you add it right exactly what they're saying. You just copy and paste what it is, the name and the value, and you just go name. Everyone, again, each depending on who's hosting your domain, it's going to be a little different, but that's basically it. But again, that's not required. It's optional if you want. And so we'll leave that part out. And so then when we like what we see, we can hit save changes. But before we do, I just want to touch on this auto sending. So there's an option here where you can automatically send the videos as soon as they're completed, or you can save them in the process queue and only send them when you want. So let's say, no, I'll send them myself later. So in other words, what I'm saying is once you import your list, you don't have to be sitting around and waiting for all the videos to be processed and then come back and hit send on each one. You could import your list and just leave it on auto send, and you're gone, and it'll start sending the videos as soon as each one processes. But you could also leave it on manual if you want to check out a few before you do that. And so we can see here that already we're seeing a bunch completed. Hey Cameron, I wanted to make. And so you can see the personalization works the exact same, and that is awesome. And now that we've done our email, let's customize the landing page. You can also access it from here. And so you can see the landing page right here, and you can basically change anything. So you obviously want to turn off this HeyGen messaging, which will confuse your audience. So you turn that off, you swap in your logo, and you can change any of these things. You could add a background if you want, which is kind of interesting to add some more branding, but I don't really do that. You could add a thumbnail if you want, but I actually find this is really nice because it looks like it's a real person, and that has high engagement. So I wouldn't mess with these things generally, but you're free to. And then you can actually change the message itself. Nice to meet you. And, you know, obviously customize this, and you can customize your pitch for the person, and you actually get to include a call to action. And so that could be, hey, book a call, or it can be schedule a demo, or buy the product, or whatever it is that you're pitching, and you got that button right here. Now, if you want to include your calendar and your calendar shows up here, I think you need to upgrade to the team plan. But here's a little hack. You actually don't need to do that. Yes, it's going to add the calendar nicely and visually here, but you could also just grab your calendar link and put book a meeting and just put your calendar link here. So that's a workaround that doesn't involve you having to upgrade to the Pro plan. But if it's working for you, it's a no-brainer to upgrade to the Pro plan, where you're going to get the calendar really nicely integrated here. And then you can still use the CTA for something else. So then you get 2 CTAs, but it's a bit of a workaround if you don't want to upgrade. And you can preview it in desktop and mobile. Hey Justin, I wanted to make you this quick video introducing my Cool. And so you get the preview, you see how it works, you just go save changes. And you can also see what the status is and how many videos have been completed as you go here. Okay, so with everything set up, then we're now ready to send ourselves a test email to see how it all works. So just go to the three dots and go to send test email, enter your email address and hit send. And hopping over to inbox, I actually sent myself 2 tests, so let's check them both out. Dear Blake, you can see that it's got the hi Blake, it's got the GIF automatically, super awesome. And then when you click on it, hey Blake, I wanted to make you this quick video introducing myself. My name is Kevin and I wanted to talk to you about improving your marketing strategy at FusionWorks. I've sent you some information in yeah, like that sounds great. You can't even tell that wasn't me and that those 2 words are replaced. So that's really personalized for Blake and he can book a meeting right here, the fictional person Blake we made up for this tutorial. And then let's check out Taylor here. And so you give it a second, got the GIF, which is gonna wanna make them watch the video, right? And the minute they click the GIF to play it, they get taken here. So even if they don't click the link, let's listen to what Taylor sounds like. Hey Taylor, I wanted to make you this quick video introducing myself. My name is Kevin and I wanted to talk to you about improving your marketing strategy at Edge Networks. Not bad, not bad. You can't even tell really. And so that looks great. And so then when you're happy with that, you can actually hit the send email button on each of these contacts in order to send the actual email. And again, if you set your email up as auto send, it would just automatically send it as soon as it's done processing. So that's optionally up to you what you want to do there. Now I covered the upload CSV option, and you also can just add contacts manually, which is cool too if you just want to do it one at a time, and that's fine. And probably the most practical is through Zapier, and there's also an option with the API, but that's hardcore programming. So if you want to do that, you already know what this is, and so I won't even go over it. That's if you want to make your own app and connect things to this, to the back end, and it's a lot more complex. But basically Zapier is going to let you do that exact same thing with a visual interface. So if you go over to Zapier, and you can actually have it that those contacts, when they come from say a Google spreadsheet you set up, or from your CRM, whether that's Go High Level or Kartra, what I use, or really anything, you could have it immediately when they get added to your CRM, that they go out and they get this personalized email message with a video made automatically. So for the sake of keeping this tutorial at a reasonable length, I won't go through it all in here, but you're basically going to do this with a few clicks. But comment down below if you want me to make that video, if you are more curious about this more advanced use case where you can get it automated, where when contacts come in, you can automatically send them a personalized video, which is super powerful. But again, that might not be the starting point for a lot of people, but if you are interested in that use case, comment down below and I'll try and make that video. So that's how easy it is to send personalized videos at scale. With HeyGen, there's no limit to the number of these videos you can generate and send, so you could literally send 1,000 if you wanted to. And using this method, you will be amazed by how much more engagement and replies you get when you just include these slightly personalized messages with almost zero additional effort. If you learned anything from this video and you're excited to try it, hit that like button and comment down below with what you're going to try with this. What's your use case? What's your niche? I'd love to know how you're planning on trying and using this tool. And if you're interested in creating more automated content using AI, check out this video right here.